Hi, everyone. Salvi Trojman here. I am the Managing Director for Canada Commons. Thank you for the opportunity to let me say a few words about Canada Commons during your AGM. As you can see, it is the most definitive collection of Canadian ebooks, government documents, think tanks, and primary sources, all cross-searchable. It's used by many different libraries. Here's a sampling of some of the ones that subscribe to Canada Commons. We have over 125 institutions subscribing. And there are 23,000 ebooks from 75 different publishers, a good mix of academic publishers and also small Canadian presses covering a broad topic area from cultural fiction to nonfiction and scholarly research. In fact, 12 books were added this week. Here is a sampling of the type of new content that is added on a regular basis to Canada Commons on the ebook side. And you can see we have fiction dealing with the 1837 rebellion in Upper Canada to books about folk festivals in Winnipeg to this devotion to whole grains and this new rise of nutritious food and sourdough. Some French publications as well on post-colonial topics. And then in addition to the ebooks, we have 1 million documents and growing from Canadian think tanks, policy organizations, and government agencies. Our technology allows us to harvest from over 600 different sources in the government and 4,000 different think tanks to provide content from a variety of sources. Indicated on this slide is just a small subset of the thousands of sources we get the content from. And added this week, there were 3,700 new documents. Here's a sampling of 2 of them. As well, we now, after acquiring McLaren Micropublishing, we are starting to digitize previously undigitized newspapers, periodicals, and ephemera. Here's a sampling of some of it now. Pricing is very simple. There is a price point for just the ebooks and the think tanks, or Canada Commons Complete would include the government module and the primary sources. You can acquire this on an annual subscription or pay 5 years up front. And as you can see, the funding tip below, your local Canadian consulate may, through Global Affairs Canada, may be a conduit to secure funding, as has happened with the Polish Canadian Studies group. How does authentication work? Just provide us the emails of your faculty and students, and we will set it up, and we will provide you with a Google Sheet so that you can, on an ongoing basis, continue to update that list of individuals that will get access to Canada Commons. Some sample screens. This is the opening search screen, very nice and clean, only one place to go, put in a search term. This is a sample search on Margaret Atwood, and you can see about 1,000 hits of content and a variety of different sources. This is a search with Canada near the word Myanmar, and you can see some sample results here as well. Why Canada Commons? Canada is always a good idea. Exporting the values of Canada and the mission that you all create with your organizations. We want to support those efforts with this resource, and we feel it would be a useful useful effort to provide the most easy subscription model for your members that are spread across multiple institutions. Their individual institution libraries would be hard pressed to be able to afford an institutional subscription. So we look at your individual organizations as an opportunity to provide access across a group of institutions through your organization. Thank you again to ICCS. More information is in the PDF one sheet that was provided earlier by the executive committee. Thank you.